Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And if you're not, then Hannah and I are here today to help you with that. Before we start, I just want to say hi to my very good astrology friend. Hi, Hannah. How are you today? Happy New Year.
Hi, Jasmina. Yes, Happy New Year. I am doing good, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We both kind of got talking about this, and you certainly sparked the idea, and we ran with it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
ran
yeah,
with
well, yeah. Well, we like to brainstorm as Gemini Aquarius energy likes to, to share ideas and talk. So that's why we come up with a bunch of these lovely ideas. And today we are here to talk about the winter blues. After the holidays can be hard, as is for many people for different reasons. But then after the holidays can be even harder because, especially, it's the long winter days here in northern hemisphere. But southern hemisphere they also have winter just at a different time, so they can watch this for for the next 6 months or so
Sure.
when they have some weather. But it's just kind of feeling blues. So how can we cope with it? How can we help you cope with it? We are here to talk about it, and we have here King Capricornio. Ooh, welcome,
Hi.
welcome. Happy birthday, I guess. It was here and there. So it's a lot of Capricorn energy in the sky at the moment. So you can feel heavy as is, right? That's what I'm thinking. Why are winter months so heavy? We have Capricorn and Aquarius, all both ruled by Saturn, and Saturn, can be dry and cold and depressing, lethargic. So, what do you feel before we start for each sign? Do you feel the winter blues? How you cope with it yourself?
Oh, me personally, how do I cope
Yeah.
with it? Um, well, I have recently started taking a supplement, vitamin D supplement, which has helped. I'm not saying people should take one, but it just works for me. And then I would say that I try to just move, be active. I do have my moon in Aries, so I gotta be quite active. I feel like the information today can really help maybe like the moon signs, the Mars signs, possibly because of that
Yep.
lack of drive.
Yes, yes. Since you are already mentioned this moon in Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So let's start with people who have strong Aries placements: Sun, Moon, Ascendant, even Mars, as you mentioned. So, how I have to start with a joke, just in general, guys. Before we start, I just feel that every blues you can kind of a little bit with some laughter and joy and having fun and laughter. So I know for Aries, for sure, they don't like blues. Come on, like I don't have time for that. that's what I think about Aries. They're like, I have no time for feeling blues. I have to go, do something and be active. So, what do you feel for Aries?
Yeah, and I do agree with you because I feel like with our videos we do like to keep it lighthearted and be fun. But this video within itself does sort of feel like it's not going to be fun, but it's good to bring that too, definitely. Um, so I think that for Aries is this is a challenge, of course, for them, what I'm about to say. And they do need to be careful not to get frustrated by this process, but it would be to try to discipline themselves a little bit, to slow down just enough, just to kind of accept that maybe things are not as active or as loud as things were around the holiday season. I guess that's a big part of why we can feel this slump after the holiday season because everything's so high energy, all that mood drops just after that time. So maybe for Aries, they can use Capricorn season and Aquarius season to maybe think about momentum, to give themselves that momentum. So then by the time it is their season, then it's time to really go. They can
I
go
like
with passion and power. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very hard, as you mentioned, for Aries not to be active. But there is lots of things that they can do during the winter times. I'm not a fan of winter. I'm a summer baby. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Um, but any type of activity, winter sports. They like doing sports. So if you just go outside and have a snow fight if there's snow, or do some sledding, boarding. I don't even know this winter sports. I don't know. Do you like winter sports? As an Aries moon, do you find winter sports interesting?
See, I feel like because obviously where you're located, you were going to get more snow,
Yeah.
whereas where I am, we don't really get a lot of snow. We get a little bit, and then it just kind of turns to slush. And
That's the
there's
worst.
there's no way to make snowmen or throw snowballs.
Oh.
But I do agree. I think if it was like that, where the
Mm.
snow was thicker and things, I do see Aries building snowmen. I mean, when I was a kid and we used to get more snow during
Mm.
Christmas, we would have all went out in the street and played with the snow. So yeah, I think, yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
agree.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, for everybody in general, but I think mostly for fire signs because they're feeling feeling this melancholy blues is so out of their character. So maybe it's good to just surround yourself with some colors, some bright colors, to lift up your mood, you know, um, or burn fire, like they have a fireplace or a candle, something that can lift their spirits up, so just physical fire or colors, or for all signs I would suggest maybe trying something new, because when you try something new your brain switches, because the blues comes from the past, from nostalgia, but when you start something new, your kind of different side of your brain starts working and you kind of don't have things, so for them, they like new things, inventions, also like having this innovative things, Aries. So I don't know, getting a new gadget and trying to figure out like a phone or or something and trying to figure out how that works. I think maybe it takes a whole winter.
Yeah, sure. But you know what? Maybe that's a good point. Maybe they could have gotten something for Christmas, a new gadget
Yeah.
or a new pair of shoes, or I'm not sure. And then they could use winter to practice.
Yeah, I don't know, right? They like to
Yeah.
compete. So maybe if practice makes perfect. So you want to pick up a new skill that you wanna learn and then practice over winter.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it has to be physical activity. I would
sure.
say that for a lot of Aries people or placements, physical activity, even cuddling, having activities with your partner, is a good way to fight the blues. I have to say it for
Yeah,
Aries. I'm sorry, but it's true.
it's true. Yeah, they
So,
can keep warm under the sheets.
there you go. There you go. So there's, and you can be inventive there. Innovative. I don't know. I'm just saying, Aries likes novelties as well. So there's something to think about. Hi,
Oh,
Argentum.
hello,
Oh,
hi.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She told me her phone died. There you go. So now you can have a new
Mm,
phone, and get a new gadget. Okay, I'll let you have all the opportunity to talk first today because I don't know. I feel like it. So indulge me. So Taurus.
okay, so Taurus. All right. Well, I'm thinking because Capricorn season starts winter, Capricorn season can be really beneficial for Taurus in that it can support more of a quieter time, maybe helping them get clear on their goals.
Mm,
They are also likely going to follow through with goals they have. I
yeah.
sort of see a Taurus individual more than likely wanting to make their New Year's resolutions real
Mm,
rather than just not really bothering with them, provided of course that it is something that they really value too. They're also not going to pile too much on their plate, so
mm,
maybe that can help them a bit, and they can slow down just enough to conserve their energy. So I sort of imagine them with their feet up, cozy blanket around them. I think that right, you know how a lot of people say, right, okay, January 1st, no more sweet
yeah,
foods.
yeah, yeah. No.
I'm going on a diet, blah, blah, blah. I mean, how many people really follow
Yeah.
through with that? But Taurus, Taurus gladly says, I'm still eating chocolate 7
Yes.
days into the
I
new
was, I
year.
was gonna say no dry January, whatever. What how they call this for Taurus people? Come on, no way, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. I completely, 100% agree. I see Taurus with those fuzzy socks, and
Mm.
and just how do you call that? when you're in house, when you say,
Oh, a dressing gown.
yes, dressing gown. So, like, they're just, they're just spending the whole winter with a hot chocolate or hot cocoa with marshmallows and just hanging around the house. I would suggest for them, if they're really feeling blues for something, take a spa day, okay,
Mm.
a wellness day or a weekend if you can get away. And just get them some massages, get some, just relaxing thing. I think they can really help us, boost your mood on a more positive way. Candles, of course, something that can really lift you up all your senses at once. So it's not just food for taste, but music or a movie or a massage, something that can really, I think, yeah. And you can, as a Taurus, you can, in my opinion, they're the only one allowed, maybe two more signs we'll see, to actually go shopping and get a good perfume or something. I think you're allowed to lift yourself up with a good quality purchase, but not everybody. But Taurus, it's going to lift them up more than anybody else. So yes, you're allowed to get yourself a little bit of something that boosts you up, and try to get out at least on a balcony. At least on a balcony, if not outside, just to get some fresh air. It will really help you. Yeah, that's what I have. Oh, for those really enthusiastic ones that really feel low, get a new plant you need to take care of. Then you have to be busy. Something that you need to take care of. Um, you know what I think that's a good plant for Taurus? The bonsai trees. And you need to like have these little thingies,
Oh
and you
yeah,
have to
I
kind
have
of
one of those.
see.
Uh,
And then you have to kind of trim and
nice.
take care of them and make sure that keep an eye on it. So I don't
Yeah,
know. It's a thing.
I love that.
Okay, before we go, let's say hi to some people. Hello,
Hello.
Relais
Hey.
l'étranger. I don't know. I'm kidding. Relais. It's like a French English. So, hello, and hello to Danielle. Oh,
Hi,
Danielle.
Danielle.
Yes, she says she's a Taurus rising, and it's true for her. Okay, you're allowed to buy something. If anybody asks, I told you so. Okay. And she does love perfumes. I know Taurus really, they love perfumes very much. Taurus moons especially. Taurus moons, I find they have collections of the little uh, perfume testers, or the little bottles, travel bottles, and they have like
Mm,
they love to collect things. Taurus moons.
yeah.
So I always picture them with a bunch of those little thingies, so they have like, oh, anyway, it's a good one. Okay, who's next? Oh, Gemini's. Go ahead.
Gemini. Okay, so I did say, right, just be careful for Gemini to not be on their phones all the time, doom scrolling, try and not do that. To also try instead doing something creative. So if they do get that urge to explore or learn, it's to use that to be creative. Maybe they could read books, they could study,
That's what I
they
have.
could watch interesting movies that they haven't really thought of before, call a friend, maybe meet for some coffee. And to also, so when it comes to the whole new resolution stuff, is if they do want to, it's to try and not limit themselves, because let's be honest, Gemini can be very flexible. So it's to give themselves that space to be flexible, and then not to, not to be hard on themselves. Because I guess maybe that's a part of what Capricorn season can be about, where if we don't follow through with those big plans, we can, be hard on ourselves and criticize. And hope, yeah, for Gemini to try and not do that. And then also go for a winter walk with a friend,
There you go.
check-ins, updates. It doesn't have to be massive, but little things to keep them engaged and social.
Yeah, as a strong Gemini, I don't know what winter blues is, to be honest. I don't know. I never experienced it in that sense that people say, "Oh my God, there's always something to do." I really, I don't remember when I was bored last time. Sense that there's always something. What I suggest for Geminis in general, if they really feel low, of course, connect with others and talk, as you mentioned, it's very important. Have friends come over and do games. I always love that. Card games, board games, have a little snack, finger food, really Gemini thing, little snacks, little drinks, and then you have for like it. And if you have that every weekend during the winter, it's going to pass like this. You won't even feel that
Mm,
winter, because if you are living in, as we mentioned, a climate where you can go outside and do some activities and move your body, it's good. But during the winter, I'm not a fan. So that's just me. But it can be some people love to go outside. So do something fun inside. Jigsaw puzzles. That's what I do every winter. At least two or three of them. It's one of those things that I engage the whole family and we do this. What else? Yeah, it is. Yes, that's what I put in. You can start learning a new language. So get an
mm,
app, start a new language, because that's something. As I mentioned, I wanted to. Mentioned for every science to do something new, because it's very important that you start something new. This is the best way to fight the blues in general, I feel, because as I mentioned, your brain starts working differently. So new language, or join a new book club,
mhm.
or stuff like that can really, so it's yeah, that's what I have for Geminis. So for Aries was a new sex pose, for Taurus was a new plant, and for Geminis a new language. There you go. This kind of sums it up. So,
You have to keep that going for all the other
yeah,
signs,
yes,
remember.
yeah, yeah. I think I put something new for everybody. Argento says Libra rising needs to spend winter lying in bed on a luxury warm weather holiday. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yeah, that would be good for Libras. That's right. We'll come to that. Okay, and what do Cancer have to do? They can be very nostalgic. They're water signs. They're right. They're more to be blue than anybody else.
so for Cancer, I see that the process during winter for them can possibly prepare them in a way for summer/spring. So seeing
Mhm.
that the rest and the recovery that they do can support their growth, but at the same time, they can see that small actions can be good for maybe putting towards their external foundations and goals. So really like putting one foot in front of the other, just small changes is basically what I'm trying to say. And then those very things can support their internal foundation, because I feel like for Cancer, and I think that's something that you were sort of touching on, Jasmine, they can dwell. They can maybe fall into that place where it is quite emotional. So by them maybe doing small things that can help ground them a little bit, center them a bit. Of
Yeah.
course, if it really does get to a point where they're simply not in the mood, okay, trust it, trust your body, take it easy. But it's those small things I think that can make all the difference. And it's about creating a plan during maybe Capricorn season
Mm.
slash Aquarius that can support their needs without them becoming overwhelmed or putting too much pressure on themselves. It's giving them time basically to sort of get back into the rhythm of work again, because they're all about cycles and rhythms and the
Yeah.
tides and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like the holiday season for them could throw them off a little bit, not necessarily in a, and I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, but it's just different. Maybe they can get
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with that family time or being at home.
Mm.
Obviously, if the Cancer likes being at home and they enjoy their family, context matters, but it's that change in rhythm that could take them a while to adjust. So it's just being kind to themselves and not trying to push themselves. It's what I'm trying to really get at. It's the small wins.
I like that. Yeah, Capricorn is opposite of their sign. So there is, I think, there is a sense of understanding, what is happening, but
Mm,
also maybe not accepting it. That's how I feel with their
sure.
positions. You kind of, yes,
Mm,
it's there, but I don't really want it. So that could
mm,
be a challenge. It could be just, too serious or whatever. So I have for because let's assume that Cancerians love food and family and gatherings and stuff. So you can also have like make a home, like a entertain some friends or family, make some
mm,
lovely dinner, a home cooked meal to like get your spirit out. Try something new. And I saw this the other day and I thought it was excellent. Those fondue. You know, you the
Oh.
cheese fondues or chocolate fondues, and you come and people have just, or I know in Switzerland they have that it's called raclette or raclette. I don't know, raclette. They have like a little stove, and then you put cheese and other stuff, and you kind of toast them in front of you, and then you make little raclette. I don't know what the name is. So something like that. So something that is fun.
Mhm.
Also for them, something new is a new blanket. Or
Ah.
if you're into baking or cooking, new set of
Mm.
baking, dishes or something that will speed, lift you up for like I don't know, my Venus in Cancer. I love, getting those jars for different things. I love changing them,
Mm.
like jars for I don't know, dry fruit or for oats, for stuff like that. So I like to have them and change them and have nice jars. I don't know, it's just crazy. Anyway, so maybe you want to rearrange something in your kitchen or something. Um, what else did I say? If you because you're such a caring for people, maybe you want to volunteer in a local kitchen. That's what I thought. If you had this or like a local kitchen,
Mm.
you can volunteer just to get you out of your everyday, something new, different as well. Maybe you want to do that as well. But any good rom-com underneath your blanket with the fireplace or some candles burning, you're gonna feel good. I feel but you can get nostalgic. I think with Cancerians is the problem. They go, as you mentioned, dwell in the
Mm.
past, and they just can get really, homesick if you don't live with somebody. If you don't live with your family or something. That could be a kind of a thing. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point though about the movies, because me and my partner, he's a Cancerian, and we've just been watching light-hearted comedy movies. He's also
Yes.
got a Gemini moon.
Yes.
So it's just those wee
Yes.
things, we're like, oh, let's have some tea and chocolate and all those things. I eat a lot more junk food, but
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
but
mad about it.
no, but you kind of need it during the winter. You need to kind of it's normal. It's like it's very
Mm.
attuned to the nature to gain some weight because fat
Yeah.
actually helps you with the cold, right? It protects you from
Yeah.
the cold. It's normal. It's nothing, and then you kind of lose it. It's normal. It's a part cycle. Don't you worry about extra chocolate. This Venus in Cancer is telling you yes, especially with Jupiter there. Yes, more. Another fun project for cancers, if it's not related to
Mm.
food, is maybe you want to make some photographs over the year before that you have on your phone, and you create photos
Oh.
and do the albums,
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Something that that you maybe didn't have time. So this is going to occupy you. Trust me, the whole 2 months of winter, because it's a lot. Like remember, trips you did or things you did. Just create, and
Mm.
or scrapbooks or stuff like that from the memories. Because you go back to the memory lane, and then what did I do in last year, and then make a little scrapbook, memory book, or a photo album. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Something. This is really related more to the Venus sign, I think, because it's something I would do as well. And I'm thinking actually of doing it this year to make some real photos. Anyway,
Mm.
uh, what is it annoys me? See my name here. I
Uh,
put an O, and I don't know how to take it off. Anyway, I just noticed that last time. Never mind. Leo.
I can maybe help you with that at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Leo. So, Leo. All right. Well, perhaps not the most energetic of times for Leo, if we're to think about it,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So, in this way, maybe they can feel slightly more bogged down because they can't go out as much, they can't socialize as much, they can't go to the parties like they usually do. However, they can
Mm,
maybe bring the party inside. So
yes.
they could have a movie, or they
Yeah.
can maybe invite some friends over for a night. uh
Hmm.
Most now, with that said, maybe a lot of their friends are kind of broke after Christmas, because usually during the winter people are, because a lot of people go all out over the Christmas period. So if they could try their best, and I know for Leo, trying to keep it low key isn't really them, but if they can,
Are you
if
serious?
they could try
Mhm.
and make it low key, just to draw from the resources they already have, right? Because that's Capricorn season, I think, reminds us of this, that you can kind of make things work with what you already have. So they could do maybe a small weekend get together, but something simple. Treat days during the week, a coffee, a pastry, something like that. Basically, it's all about keeping their sparkle during the winter months, but doing it realistically.
Yes, that's gonna be hard. Yeah, because other people are not so involved, so they need to but they're good motivators. So if they can motivate others, maybe they can, it depends on how much they try, right?
Sure,
So
yeah.
if it's not all about them, if they try to motivate others, if they put others on the spot, the others can come and join them. So yeah, I like that. Argento says rebranding. For Leos, it's going to be a low key. It's a huge rebranding for them. Huge. I also had like a throw party. I have also go shopping for them, just like for Taurus, because I think Leos, they like to have something sparkly. So if you want to buy something sparkly for yourself, you're allowed. Taurus and Leos are allowed, not everybody else. And then, you can do something fun and cheap, as you mentioned, or something that you can think of, like a movie marathon. Like you have a sleepover, like a pajama slumber party, and then you have like a movie marathon. Or they can do like a winter glam party, like a team. Like, okay, let's all dressed in white. I don't know. Let's all dressed in white or whatever, or something, and then or blue or something, and then just have some kind of I don't know, nothing, dramatic or glamorous, but something fun that can, maybe they can get other people. But you need to. I think the point with Leos, they need to motivate others. I think the blues will come from people just not wanting to party or doing anything. I think that's where the Leos come to do a little bit of blues. So try to motivate them. You have to think not about you, but others, and see what will motivate others, and they will come to you, and for sure then they will appreciate you, Leos, if you do that. Just you need to kind of focus on others to bring them over to have some fun.
Yeah, give others their warmth.
So that's something new for Leos. So something new for Leos is to think about somebody else. Well, I'm sorry. That's what I have. Like, well, it's true.
That makes me think of the Christmas one we were doing, and you said about putting the photo of them on top of the tree.
Yeah, the selfie photo, instead of the star. Who's the star, man? So anyway, so try to put other people's to be them star. Anyway, it's hard, but Okay, and now Virgos.
Virgo.
How do they do this?
This is going to be perfect for us. So basically, I think that for Virgos, winter is the perfect time for them to be in a preparation period. They can create their plans for the next quarter or the next year, depending on when they make their New Year's goals. They can clean their house. They can get organized. I know for me, I love that feeling after Christmas when I take everything down.
Yes.
I find that really freeing. I do love the festivities, don't get me wrong, but I also love to take things down.
Yes.
And also, I have to say, I do find Christmas to be overhyped at times. Like, we make a big fuss out of just one day of the year. And what I mean by that is, like, I do respect, obviously, that we celebrate it and that other people do. I just mean that a lot of people get into debt. A lot of people get themselves into a really challenging spot. And
that's
then that
the problem,
creates a lot of stress for people. So I think for Virgo, it's a good way for them to get prepared, restoration as well, right? Their health, their body, and all of that. And this can be emotionally satisfying for them, maybe even to come up with a new routine or to get themselves back into a routine, sort of similar to what I was saying with Cancer with their cycles and their rhythms. I think that for Virgo, it's the routine of things that can maybe throw them off over the holiday period. So when they do get back up on they get started again with their routine, it can feel a bit better.
Yeah.
And then I think too, I put the you know the period between Christmas Day and New Year's
Yeah,
Day,
yeah,
and it just
yeah. The
feels like
glitch. I call it the glitch. I call it the glitch.
you're just
Yeah.
so disorientated.
Yeah.
Virgos are like,
Yeah.
nah, what is
And then,
this?
yes, like I need to, like, what is it? What is it? What? Literally, like, what? I know. Yes, I had a problem with it this year. Like, I thought that I rested too much, which I didn't, because I didn't have anything. Like, I didn't plan anything to do in between. I was like, oh my god, and then I feel, oh my god. Then, like, what, I was supposed to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the glitch. Yeah,
Do you know
enjoy the
what
glitch.
though? But with you saying that though, Jasmina, I kind of feel like I need to add another nuance or layer to this.
Yeah.
In that, do you know what, Virgos? If you don't want to do anything, don't bloody do anything. Do you know
Yes.
what? Just take 7 days to do absolutely nothing if you can. Don't
this,
plan anything, okay?
this is something new for Virgos, just like for Leos. Like, come on, like, not plan anything for a week. Like, what, are you crazy? Imagine having nothing in the calendar, and just going through life without anything in the calendar for a week. Where's my watch? I don't know. No. This is we are talking about winter blues, not scary movies. Okay, yeah, this is not a scary movie topic. I'm I'm literally scared. 7 days of nothing. Yes, Pisces are probably laughing at me like, we can do that with no problem. Oh, that's funny. That's really good. That's really funny. Somebody, okay, so let's say hi to some people before we choke. Martin says, heading to the opposite hemisphere helps escape winter. Oh, of course, if you can afford it, yes. Travel to
Sure.
warm places. I highly suggest that. I wish, yes, I wish.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
you're new. Hi, welcome. Green Design, welcome. It's nice to see you. Oh, perfect. I love it. Okay. For Virgos, I have some drastic things. Get a new pet. That was like a new.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a. I thought about, usually Pisces is with pets. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe it's a Virgo. It's a sixth house thing. Get a new pet. I was never high on pets because I don't have the freedom. Then I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, or spend time with pets or something. Virgos, because they're very handy, like they like to do things with their hands, and if they feel they need some kind of projects to keep their mind occupied for worry or something, start making your own things like soaps. Learn how to make your own soap. Learn how to make your own candle. Something that it's on a well-being kind of a thing, or some essence or something, something regarding for like well-being in general. uh, uh, Also, of course, the cluttering or anything that you mentioned that I have a spell, or just starting a new routine, something new, or a new diet, like a new supplement. As you mentioned, you can start with a new supplement. I like that,
Sure.
or a new diet option, or some new routine that can help you. Because again, I'm going to mention again, starting something new during when you feel low really helps you get back on track. It's just because of how the brain functions. Okay, so I like that. Virgos, yeah, doing some, or do just nothing for a week. Let's see how that goes. What happens. I don't know about that. It's going to help you with the blues, but let's try it. I don't know. Hi, Shays.
Hi, Shay.
That's really funny. Okay, we are halfway through almost. Yes, we are. Libras.
Libra. Okay, so Libra, all about balance and harmony, of course. So I feel like for Libras, they may find winter kind of refreshing. So the lead up to Christmas can feel like a time of rejoice and celebration. So many treats, the nice gifts.
Oh, yeah.
They can make the house really nice. They get to decorate the place the way that they want.
Dress up themselves as well. They're like,
Yes.
they can, go for parties and have dress up. Yep.
And coming into the new year, that can maybe act as a counterbalance to the high energy. So it's a time when they can actually settle down after the new year and feel more centered. So it's kind of that feeling of they're more balanced then. And then it's important for them during that time to socialize.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you say if the Libras
Yes.
are alone or feeling lonely? What do you
Yes.
suggest?
Because if they do feel lonely, if they
Mm-hmm.
do feel unmotivated during the slump after Christmas, maybe they can call a friend or they can just get together with someone for some support, do tasks with somebody else, even if it's their child, or they can have moments where, like you were saying, treat themselves.
Yes, shopping is the yeah. This is the third sign as I mentioned for shopping, and this is the
Yeah.
last one. So Taurus, Leos, and Libras are allowed to shop. Sorry,
Mhm.
that's the way it is. Yeah. So you have the same as well, right? Shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, because Libras like to look beautiful and they like to be appreciated for their beauty. If they're alone at
Mhm.
home, nobody, nobody sees their beauty, nobody's enjoying it, right? So they need to
Mhm.
go out one way or another to have that opportunity to dress up. So I challenge you, Libras, to actually um, make an effort to actually have appointments the whole winter, coffee with this, or going somewhere to
Ah.
make the full schedule so you can have a reason to dress up and go outside. Because
Mm.
I think that's how you fight the blues if you're a Libra. Because if you're at home alone, even if you're home not alone, but with somebody, your family, like I think they need to go out and be seen and appreciated. Look at them. That's how I see Libras. At least I don't know. I don't know. That's how I do see them. So, um, if they're very crafty, they can make their own clothes or do something. Get a sewing machine. Try something new. Try to do your own clothes.
Mm.
Many Libras. If they're like doing fashion work, maybe they can do. Or I don't see them doing their own. How do you call this?
Sewing or
No,
no?
no. The when you make your with wool, the
Oh,
shawls.
knitting? No,
Knitting, knitting.
no,
That's
sorry.
knitting.
I wasn't sure.
It's more for like a Virgo thing to knit.
Mm.
I don't see Libras doing that, but some kind of other fashion things or making your own jewelry. You can buy
Mm.
stuff and then make your own jewelry just to have you're occupied with something, making something beautiful, creating something beautiful can, and then for your friends, think of people, those
Mm.
Libras, right? Like friendship bracelets, or
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? I think that it's something that can help them
Mm.
go through the blues. Oh yeah, there is something else. They can there's like a wine tastings. Like I know here, at
Oh.
least where I live in Agro region, there's like during the winter there's ice wine, for example, or there's like so there's
Oh.
something that they can go and
Nice wine.
do wine
Mm.
tasting or it's something yeah, so just think about others. What can you do for the others, like friendship bracelets or maybe a music playlist or something, for others that can keep you occupied. I
Mm.
don't know. um yeah.
Do you think maybe music itself could be good for Libras if maybe they like to write music or play a musical instrument?
Yes, yes,
Could be
yes.
quite calming, maybe.
Yeah, I have that for Pisces actually written down for play a new instrument, but
Mm.
it can be for everybody who is creative. Even Leos can do
Mm.
it, whatever, everything that express creativity. The only thing, I said every sign something new. Libras, do not get a new partner just for sake of it, okay? I do not recommend just try something new. This is not what I meant when I said try something new, okay? Not a new partner, okay? I'm just saying, okay? I have to put it, you can be, you can feel alone and you over flirt and things happen, I'm just saying. Anyway. So maybe, some different new activities, uh, try new wine, not a new partner. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pro tip. That's a pro
Yeah.
tip.
Okay, now Scorpio season. Now we're in
Oh,
Scorpios. Ooh.
okay. So Scorpios, they of course can live in extremes. So the way I was thinking about this earlier was they could throw themselves into work after the holidays, or they could retreat feeling like the world is so cruel, so dark, so sad, or they might be all or nothing as they insist on making plans during the winter, or not at all. You know, it's like they can throw themselves into all these big
That's true.
activities to try and maybe avoid how they feel, or it could be not at all. So the mood drop after the holidays could be a lot, especially if they're alone with their thoughts, or they've lost someone quite close to them, maybe recently or during that time of the year, or just in general. I feel like this is maybe similar for Cancerians too, or maybe just water signs. There can be that kind of reflectiveness on who is in here and those kind of sad feelings and emotions too. So, in this regard, I recommend maybe they can connect with a trusted friend about how they feel rather than as they can be. They can keep a lot in. Yeah, they can maybe read, or maybe they can take it day by day. I think day by day is a good one, and just to
Yeah.
bring more of a balance to their New Year plans. Try not to sort of live in those extremes, which I know it can be a bit
Yeah.
of challenge. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying day by day can help.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Because I have an extreme, I have extremes for them. They can really go. So this was like a joke. They can plot a world domination of India.
They could. They could.
uh, because they're Scorpios. So try something new. If astrology is new, or tarot, or oracle, or some
Mm,
esoteric thing, anything that is, because there's some in numerology, there's human
mm,
design, there's so many different things out there that you can dip your fingers into and research and explore. The winter is going to pass by so fast, because when you got into the research mode, as Scorpio does, try something new that way. There's so many occult things you can go. Shamanic, there's Kabbalah, there's, I don't even know, like there's a list of things that you can explore in different ways, through tools, through books, through engaging with other people and learning from them, through
mm,
courses, through going on somewhere to experience it if you can. Maybe there's locally somebody, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Maybe there's some, you never know. um, I think that pretty much all Scorpios like a good true murder story they can delve into and binge watch for
mm.
the whole winter. Who killed who, or or some mystery novels. Yeah, shamanic work is what I put as well. So it can be something. I read this somewhere. I don't know if this is even concerned with this topic, but I read it. It's they can journal in code. They can journal, put their thoughts and feelings in code, so nobody can
Do-
understand. Like it's
yeah.
to make your own code system. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's another way. I don't know, just a thought.
I do. I think you make a great point, though, with the different ways of maybe releasing those practices that you
Yeah.
mentioned could be a good way for them to release those emotions from their body. I know someone who has a Scorpio moon, and I think it's uh from somatic. I think it's somatic dance is how you pronounce it.
Oh
If
yes,
that's
see.
wrong, it's wrong. But yeah, it's that thing of releasing all the energy from the body. So that's a really, really good point. And also I did see the other day online for book clubs, there was a murder, I think
Yes.
a true crime, something crime book club. And then when you said that, I thought, oh, okay, maybe Scorpios could join it
Yes.
or something.
So there's another thing I got for my family. We didn't finish it though, but we have to kind of. We did a mystery advent calendar that each day you got a new clue and you have to kind of. That's how we did it. We
I
didn't
love
finish it yet.
that.
Yeah, but so that's one thing. And I know that you can order a mystery kit to solve a murder. Did you see that? You
I
can actually
love that.
you can order online the whole kit, like you get the files and everything, and you have to solve the murder. And I know some people, they get together. So this is a perfect winter thing as well. You get some
Mm.
of the friends that you know that will enjoy that, and you go and then you go through this mystery. Just like people are so engaged, like files and this and who is the suspect. They have like they have their own whiteboards with sticky notes, like true detectives. You put up. Look at you.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
do this week. I'm thinking of doing it as well. I'm thinking of putting my boys up to it so we can do a murder together. I don't know. But it's something that I feel that it's so much fun. I don't know.
Yeah, like,
So
when you said that, I thought, wow, my Scorpio in the third house, Pluto there is woo.
yeah, I have Pluto in
Would
the
be so
first.
cool.
I have Pluto in the first. I love it. So to be honest, it's something that you can think about for everybody if you want to just get
Mm.
into that. And I think it's fun. I think it's fun. So, or go to escape room. That's fun.
Mm.
And it's fun afternoon, but still, if you're feeling really blue. See, we have solutions even for Scorpios. Can you believe
Yeah.
it? Can you believe it? Okay, for Sagittarius, come on. I don't know. Do they really get blue? Winter blues? I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, well, okay. I have a few different thoughts on this. So, Sagittarius could possibly be a sign, possibly, that finds winter harder to deal with.
Yeah.
My reasoning behind this is they might feel less as excited because it's colder, it's darker, it's non-active. Their birthdays just came about. I don't know, moon signs, Mars signs,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
going to be different. But if we
yeah.
think about the sun signs, they might want to do things but lack the umph, the passion. Then again, this could be a part of the natural sort of process for them. They could even see it as, do you know what? It's part of a higher meaning, a higher calling, whatever it is, but I can still try to make the most of this. I can still try to maybe make small positive adjustments to maybe do things indoors and in enjoyable ways that are more freeing. Or they could go on winter walks, they could take the adventure outside, do get togethers, games, playing games, things
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Um, it's a sign, I think it's a sign that tends to make the most out of whatever situation they're in. So it's almost as if even during the winter, maybe people who are feeling down themselves, Sagittarius, I think, can bring the energy and the enthusiasm.
And jokes and laughter,
Yes.
right? Although, see,
Mm.
Argentum, she says that she's a sun, a moon, and sun, but she's hard to be
Mm.
inspired during the winter. Yes,
Mm.
sometimes, but what I find interesting, even for example, if Sagittarius likes to travel in general, and if they find that they're overspent, as you said, you spend so much money during the Christmas, and then you don't have money, you can afford traveling, for example, in those 2 months after. Um, you can always, get together with friends who you travel usually with, or people who you travel usually, and then you just go and you can brainstorm about where you want to go and just have like a fun traveling kind of a night. Go through
Yeah.
magazines or online, or you can do travel boards, or just having inspiration, or whatever you find exciting for you that you want to explore, make a vision board out of it, some kind of a vision, some kind
Mm.
of a board, or get together friends who have the same thing, and then that's how I feel that you can do something different. If you like, if they're active Sagittarius, they can also go outside and do all this fun stuff as
Mm.
well with their friends. Some good documentaries, it's always a good idea. Like
Mm.
if you missed something that you didn't have time to watch, now it's a good time to kind of go back and rewatch some good, whatever interests you. Sagittarius, there's so many interests. It could be this and that. So whatever, go and just try to watch some, and to get some perspective what's happening in there. Um, I know. I always go back with, and this is how I imagine Sagittarius. So, having a karaoke, go to a karaoke bar and just have some drinks with friends over winter. It can help you just having fun. A couple of drinks, couple of songs, couple of laughters, stand up comedy. Go see somebody, stand up
Mm.
comedian, maybe. Something new and different. I don't know,
Yeah.
right? You can
Yeah.
plan a trip you've never been to. You want to explore, stuff like that. really help you. Yeah.
I really like that idea of the travel. It doesn't have to be about traveling itself, but that sort of get together to
Yes.
plan it. I love that because it gives them something to look forward to.
Yes, to be something
Mm.
enthusiastic about, right? It's always helping Sagittarius, right? To they have to aim
Yeah.
somewhere, right? If they have nowhere to aim, they're they can be sad. So they need to find this goal they want to pursue, and I think the destination, it's good. Okay, so are Capricorns going to thrive during the winter? Do they feel the blues or not? What do you feel? It's their time. Come on, and we have so much Capricorn energy in the sky. You have so much Capricorn. It's feel. Do you feel like you're reborn with this week? This week with all this energy.
Yeah,
Do
really
you
do.
feel it?
I
Okay,
do, yeah. It's been pretty awesome.
good, good.
Uh, so I was kind of okay. There's a couple of ways that this could go when I was thinking about Capricorn. They can make the most out of their birthday if I think about the sun signs, especially.
Mm-hmm.
But while some of them do, others often don't like that their birthday is near Christmas and New Year's because obviously it might not really feel about them. There can be a bit of a struggle there. So I think maybe a good way to help out Capricorns is to schedule a special event for them. So
Mm-hmm.
if their friends are top class friends, really loyal friends, which most likely they have loyal friends because Capricorn are loyal, they're going to attract those
Yeah.
people. They will most likely organize a party for them. And to any parents who even have Capricorn children, Sagittarius children, I'm going to put in here too, because I feel like
Yeah.
Sagittarius can fall in with that crowd, where Christmas is near.
No, you didn't.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe for the parents to arrange a child. Sorry, is there a lag? A lag? Is there a
Oh,
thing?
a little bit, a
Is it
little bit,
me?
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's absolutely great. Okay, so we have Gina Lu says, Sagittarius moon, short distance travel would be cool. And she loves documentaries. There you go. See,
Nice.
that's
Nice.
nice. For Capricorns, so I have learned a new skill just because to learn something new that can help them achieve better, like to perform better in any way. So, is it to maybe to write better or to express, whatever it is. I'm just thinking, of something that's just like a short course they can take to improve some of their skills so they can have a better performance. That's something to think about. They can open a side business because you can't have enough work in your life. Uh, because the three other jobs are not enough, so maybe you need one more. I'm kidding. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
what I would suggest actually for Capricorns is to create a mini project that can have that you can see results soon. Because with Capricorns, the problem is everything takes time, and they don't see the results of their work until a long time passes. So they can be depressed sometimes. If you just make yourself like a 2 week project, and then you're gonna whatever it is, like if it's a home improvement or something to do with your skills or whatever, and then you see something in 2 weeks. Oh, look, the result is already here. I think it's going to really boost you up to see results sooner than later. So think about that. So because usually they are long runners, they're taking time to do things. So there you go. Try something new in that sense. I do feel that Capricorns. I don't know. I think because the way I picture them, they're working all the time. They don't care if it's sunshine or rain or snow or whatever. They're like, look, I'm in the office anyway. Who cares? Like from the computer. So I'm kidding, but in that sense, so they can get lost in their things. So um, stop and smell stuffing. But if they're really depressed, because they're ruled by Saturn, it can really be the depression is one of the main characteristics of Saturn, and because it takes so long time to do something. So smaller tasks, faster results. I think you're gonna feel much better, Capricorn, if you do that. Just short things. I don't know.
So I do have a couple more things just to add.
Yes,
I
yes,
wasn't
please.
sure earlier, but I do agree with you because I think the winter time can be a good time for them to plan and prepare. They can maybe outline those new projects or slow, so they could even slow down if they want to. So I looked up Saturnalia, I believe,
Yeah, yeah,
Saturnalia.
yeah.
That takes place before the winter solstice. And I think that's a time of, I don't really know anything about it, so I'm just going by what I've read. But it's a time of festivities, which I think
Yeah.
could be quite symbolic for Capricorns to appreciate their achievements for the year. You know how you were sort of saying
Yeah.
about with cancers, they can
Yeah.
look at their memories and they can get all their
Yeah.
photos and stuff, which is really nice. Capricorns can maybe do that in a similar way and just be proud of what they've already accomplished, and it's seeing their efforts, the fruits of their labor, and taking time to just soak it in.
I like that.
Take it in.
That's that opposition we're talking about. It's the same thing with it's the same coin with a different, a different side. So I love that. Beautiful. Making actually a board with last year's accomplishments. I love that. I love that. I think everybody should do it. By the way,
Yeah,
I think we should all do it. We always think about a vision board for a head. What about things that we actually did? But
definitely.
not just writing it down, but
Yeah.
vision. Like, look at the photo. Oh, I've been here. Oh, look. I like that. I'm
Mm.
very good. Look at this is so funny. Shay says, I'm a Capricorn sun. As a side business. Oh, sorry.
My word.
You can't make this up. You can't make
Oh
astrology up. They can't help it. They just can't help themselves.
my gosh.
Capricorns.
Oh my word.
That's funny. I
No,
love. Thank you for
also
your feedback. Yeah, guys, thank you. We really appreciate
thank
it.
you. I don't know if you're gonna I don't know if you're gonna agree with this or not, Jasmina, but I feel like Capricorns, they work hard, right? But they play even harder. And maybe a big part of why they work so hard is because they can see the reward. They understand that what they're putting down now as the foundation is going to lead to maybe greater freedom. It's maybe going to lead to a better quality of life where maybe they can retire pretty comfortably. So it's that kind of
Capricorn, but you're putting some things out there today, Hannah. I don't know. Leo's thinking about somebody else. Virgo's doing, not doing anything for a week. Capricorn's retiring. What are you like? What is this a parallel world? Is this Stranger Things? Are you doing Stranger Things? I'm sorry. Retirement. Capricorn's retired. This is.
Capricorns, let us know.
You crack me up. You definitely. This guy just opened a side business. Do you think he's thinking about retirement? I don't think so. Yes, but I guess they can do something new this year and think about retirement. I love that. I love it. I love it. This is the new thing for Capricorns. Think about retirement. They're like, what? You're like, the glitch. Is it the glitch? Is it the glitch? Somebody mentioned. What does that word mean? It's so funny. It was King's. Oh yeah, King Capricornia, especially when ruled by Mars. Oh, of course. That's even. That is funny. Okay, Aquarius. Tell me about you. Tell me about your blues.
Okay, so when you were sharing earlier that you don't really get the winter blues yourself,
Yeah.
I was sort of feeling that too, in that I don't really get that either. I don't really experience winter blues much. I think a part of that is because I enjoy my alone time. You know, I am very comfortable alone. Also, I'm not really fooled by the hype of materialism during Christmas. So I don't really get worried or bothered if someone doesn't get me anything, or I didn't get enough, blah, blah, blah. It's also the quality of the people in my life over the gifts. So in this way, I feel like for Aquarians, they might not feel the pressure either that comes with New Year's resolutions. It's a great time for them to stimulate their minds intellectually, great time to be indoors and study, do their research. They could come up with some of their best ideas during winter because the time of year does suit their desires to be indoors, and then they can connect the dots a lot better, especially during their season. I'm obviously just talking about the sun, but I suppose even if they have the moon in Aquarius, the sun is still going to travel through that house for them or that area. But yeah, those would be a couple of things.
Thank you, Shay. He says, look, he says, good money, and he says, you two are fantastic together. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Molly, thank you so much. What is Gina says, is a Capricorn rising. I feel my boss energy does strive for results. Well, that's normal. That's okay. You should, that's okay. Aquarius. So you know what I have for Aquarius? First of all, something funny is to start digging deep into that conspiracy theory they've been thinking about that I never had time to look into. So there are so many options these days. So you will not be bored for sure. I get it. I think they are more about people than material things in general, and just So Aquarius is not the blues can happen just because there's some unfairness they can see for the people, for the underdogs, for people. If they see that, then they can feel really blue. They want to help, they want to do something, and they can't. They want to be active. They're very sweet people, but they can also volunteer in some kind of local community or group. I think they can help the community in some way, something new and different. Or they can experiment with some tech projects. They can build a robot. Or, there's a lot of things you can do with technology these days. Just please, if you want to try something new, I do not build a bomb. Well, the Aquarius minds go somewhere, and then they start doing plotting and thinking so. I'm kidding a bit, but keeping as you said, doing the research and keeping yourself busy with developing something. They need to develop something from scratch. So that's what I thought. Some tech gadgets or tech projects would really help them with the blues.
Yeah, I know an Aquarius who has literally made his own game from start to finish.
There you go.
I mean,
yeah.
The amount of coding that's needed for that. Well,
yeah. If you have a full 11 house, this is also very. I noticed with my boys, they have full 11 house. They actually are building a robot. That's why I got to this idea. Definitely, they're getting every day is a every day package comes and they're like this thing. And what are you guys doing? Anyway, so I'll show you if I have a cleaner by spring. I'll let you know. So that's a thing you can do as well. Okay, and then Pisces. Yeah, okay. They can feel the blues the most, I think, because they're just the sponges of this world. So how can we help Pisces?
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely suggest social media breaks need to be a thing for Pisces because they can really get bogged down by that. I also am going to suggest that they get outdoors as much as they can. They might, they can be comfortable in their own solitude, which I do think the winter can support their creativity, how visual they can be. They can come up with really great ideas because they're being reflective in solitude, right? However, they need to be careful about that turning into isolation, that turning into loneliness, withdrawal, distorted thinking, where they can get in their head and sort of believe things that aren't even true. They could feel the heaviness of the world, which is why I'm saying about social media breaks. But still, you know what? It's still a good time, I think, winter, that can align with their ability to dream a bit more, read, escape in healthy ways, not in unhealthy ways, a time of surrender, and maybe they can get clear on what they want to bring or not bring into the astrological new year. Maybe they can use their season to really get clear on those things. That's all I have for Pisces.
No, it's good. They can really fall into more of the victimhood than usually. I feel like victims, like, oh, look at it now. It's not only that alone and sad. Now it's even cold outside. It's like it's
Yeah.
like another thing too. So you need to really do something artistic. So that's why I said start to learn to play a new instrument is one thing. Or I have get yourself a new set of coloring supplies and canvas or something new, like a brand new. Even if you in whatever art you are, get a new one, a new set. Like start from scratch. Don't go back to the old. Oh, look at my old brush. Look at my old thing. No, they can. You need to start like kind of fresh. That's I think for Pisces, this is the best time of the year to actually surround yourself with brand new things they can do art with or whatever, because they're the vision board makers. They're the ones who are cutting everything. um Long walks, I have also for them to go, or yoga or guided meditation, something they
Ooh.
can, stuff like that that can help them with the problem with Pisces is, although do they have people around them or not, they have an ability to escape. So even they can be surrounded with people, but they can still feel lonely and alone.
Mm.
And that's the problem. So your people, people might say, "Oh, look, but they had people around. They went there, but they maybe physically were there, but mentally or spiritually, emotionally, they were totally somewhere else." So to be
Yeah.
present in a moment, actually, maybe there are some people around you that can cheer you up. Maybe there is an opportunity, but you need to be in the moment to see it. That's the only problem that what I would suggest with Pisces, because um, you know they have the ability to just switch and go somewhere else, which I'm kind of envy. As a Virgo rising, I wish I could. But sometimes I think for help, because they can go places where they don't want to be, or just try to be more in the moment and think about new fresh starts, because they're the last sign of the zodiac. They are the closures. They're the ones who are kind of wrapping it up. So it's very important for them to start something fresh and new, the most important, because they kind of need it because they got stuck with all of this. So as I said, buy a new canvas, new set of colors, new instrument, new. Okay, I like it. Mickey got you some coffee money. Mickey, Ascendant Mars, Venus, South Node in Pisces. Ooh, there you
Oh.
go. Will you try something new? Let us know if you want to try something new. And what would that be? Um, and yeah, more than ability is the desire to escape. Oh, the desire, not the
Just,
ability. Mhm.
ah.
Okay,
Mhm.
but I still feel like you're able to do it. Or dancing, dance.
Dancing. Yeah.
Hannah is a great example, guys. If you don't follow her, oh come on, it is. She's shuffling like all day, all night.
Neptune is conjunct Venus, to be fair, in my chart.
Yeah, so
And
that's
like,
good, but
yeah,
it's I know you're doing it in a more of Capricorn way, but still, it's
for
still
sure.
it's still
It
a
it is a form of escapism for me, to be fair. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So Pisces can also, like, they, because the movement, dancing, even Gemini's. I think the Sag. I think all mutables can do something. Stretching, dancing is good for all mutables because they like to move, right? And they feel stuck in the winter, so that's the problem. Fixed signs don't have that problem, I think, with winter as much. I don't know. Maybe they just me. Anyway, I think that's it. Huh? We did it. Any after you unfroze? I know this is we are talking about a winter topic, so you did freeze. Are you back? You're back. A little bit back.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Oh
kind
no.
of.
It's always towards the end as well.
I know. Oh, now your pictures. Where's your picture? What is happening,
Oh
Hannah?
my gosh.
Oh, and then you can experience
My
the
picture's on.
disappearing act. There's there's a disappearing act by Hannah at the end of the show. I'm gonna promote it.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Hold
okay.
on. Can
Any
you see me
final
now?
words? Do you? Yes, I can see
Can you
you
see
and
me now?
hear you. So
Okay.
yes,
Sorry.
yes,
Sorry guys.
it's okay.
Yes,
It was cool.
yeah, I'm glad we made it to the end just in time. But yeah, I don't really have any closing words other than thank you so
Okay.
much for today.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Shay says Pisces rising with Capricorn sun, dancing and music feels amazing. Excellent. Good.
Nice. Love it.
Nice. Good. I hope you guys will tell us what did you do during the winter and how was it? Did you were you able to fight the blues? What were your tricks and tips? Please put in the comments. Thank you, Hannah, again for this great collaboration. We'll see each other soon. We have another topic coming up for the spring, already lined up. If you guys have any suggestions, please let us know. Otherwise, you can follow Hannah's elsewhere everywhere. So Instagram, YouTube, and a podcast. And the podcast is also Hannah's elsewhere, right?
It's called
No.
the Cosmic Check-In.
Yeah,
Cosmic
that's right.
Check-In
Sorry.
podcast.
Yeah, the Cosmic Check-In podcast. Please check that out. And I think that's it for me. I'm Jasmina and Astrology. You can also follow me on Instagram and YouTube are my two things go to. We have also websites if you want to book a reading to guide you in the next year. I think that's it. Yeah, I have nothing else to report. Thank you guys. Happy New Year one more time.
Yes,
And
Happy New Year.
yeah, and I know as Steve Jobs says, when there's humor, negativity cannot exist. So make sure that you laugh and smile all winter long. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.